Hi YouTube, welcome to week 20 of my pregnancy. I will just do a quick update here and just let you guys know about a few of the things that have been happening in the past, week or two. First of all, early last week, I think Monday or Tuesday, I was sleeping and it was about midnight and I woke up to go pee, and then when I wiped I saw there was quite a bit of blood. There was pink and darker red, and so I've had some bleeding already this pregnancy, so I didn't panic or anything, but I was concerned about it, so I went into emergency and waited there for an hour. And they gave me urinalysis there, and apparently I had some leukocytes moderate leukocytes, they said, in my urine, which indicates infection. So it was apparent that I had a pretty good infection of some sort. I had been having some soreness in my left kidney area for about a week coming up to that. But my doctor's appointment was coming up last week too, so I figured I'd just wait and ask him and see what I should do about that, or if I should go in and get some testing done, or what my urinalysis at my actual doctor's appointment showed. But turns out I didn't wait that long, so they just assumed that it was in the kidney, but they didn't say for sure. They just knew that there was an infection, so they put me on antibiotics. So I was taking 4 pills a day, and it had the infection cleared up within 2 days, because 2 days after I went into emergency, I actually had my doctor's appointment for the month. So when I had my urinalysis done at the doctor's appointment, there was nothing amiss on any of the results, so I guess it had been cleared up. And also when I went to emergency, they did, our hospital here just got, I believe, 2 portable ultrasound machines, which you didn't have before. You had to get scheduled in for an ultrasound, which is always a pain in the butt for everybody. So it was nice that, at my appointment, or not at my appointment, when I went to emergency, that they could just give me a quick ultrasound and make sure it wasn't placenta previa or anything like that. He said the placenta was lower, but not low enough that it would concern him. Now, when I was pregnant with Tyson, I had bleeding constantly, on and off and on and off and on and off, and I was in emergency a lot because of that. Because you're really, whenever you bleed, it does make you think the worst, right? Even if you've had bleeding and it's been okay, you still want to know what's going on. It just doesn't seem like something that should be happening when you're pregnant. So I would go in, and actually I ended up having internals done most of the time, and what it was actually, they call it an eroded cervix, and that's actually caused by high levels of estrogen in your body. So it causes the inner lining of your cervix to grow onto the outside, which is really sensitive. So you can just be laying around doing nothing and it'll just start bleeding just randomly, just like that. So I'm kind of thinking that I have the same thing going on right now. I don't want to have any internals till probably after 30 weeks, if I can manage not to have any, because I don't want to stir things up in there any more than they have to be. So that's where I'm standing with that. I had bleeding the next day after that too, but it went away within a day. So it was lighter than at that night when I woke up to it. So it was all right. My doctor's appointment went good. Growth is normal. Baby, his or her heartbeat was at 155. So pretty normal. And then, and I've been noticing also, I've been having a lot earlier than usual more swelling in my feet and legs, and it's been mostly after I'm working, it's getting really swollen up. But sometimes I'll just be sitting there in an odd position, and they'll just start swelling up, or one will but not the other, or something. So, but I've been just trying to keep really hydrated and put my legs up as much as I can to keep everything flowing. Now I went for a massage last weekend. Last weekend. And it was amazing. I've gone to this massage therapist, even in my previous pregnancy with Tyson, and she was also good, really good then. But this time she worked, because I had really bad pain in my knee that weekend, and also in my hips and my pelvis. So she worked a lot on my hips and my legs and my feet, and it was so good. She had to get pretty deep in my legs and stuff to loosen things up. She said that my pelvis was so loose that if she loosened it up anymore, she'd think that they'd have a baby right there. But she says that's just what happens sometimes when you have two babies closer together, when you don't give it a good few years in between pregnancies, that you end up sometimes with a lot looser joints in your pelvis. Now she loosened a lot of the muscles and tendons and stuff going down my legs, and it was funny because that the knee pain, as soon as I got out of there, it was gone. My knee pain was just gone. And she never worked on my knee. She worked on the muscles and tendons that are connecting to my knee. And then she also worked on my feet too, which was really nice, because she didn't really touch into the reflexology so much, but working your feet does clear a lot of systems in your body through reflexology. So it was really good workover, and my pelvis still gets sore, but it's not the stabbing pain like it was. I know when I push myself too far, it does get to be that way still, but before it was that way, even just getting up in the morning after I've been sleeping all night, it was still sore. So it really helped a lot. The massage helped. Mother's Day was really good. Today is Mother's Day. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, so Mother's Day is pretty much over, but it was good. My husband had to work, so me and my kids and my mom and my dad went out for lunch. And it was really nice to go out for lunch, for Mother's Day lunch with them and visit with them, and the kids like to see them and everything too. And then I dropped my son off because he's only 2 and he's a little bit clingy to mommy in busy social situations. He gets a bit, I guess, anxiety in crowds and doesn't want to let me go. And I'm pregnant, and he's heavy. He's pretty heavy. He's about 31, 32 pounds. So he's a lot for me to just hold on to the entire time I'm there. Plus the whining and stuff that goes along with it. So I took him to my sister-in-law's place just for a couple hours in the afternoon, while me and my daughter went to the local greenhouse, and we did a Mommy and Me workshop where we did a big planter together. We designed it with all different flowers and plants and stuff inside of it. And I even got a few more plants from in the greenhouse for some of my pots that I have around here that need to be planted again. So I beautified part of my flower beds today and did some nice pots. And I've got tons more flower bed work to do, but I'll get to that as I can. Other than that, Mother's Day was pretty good. Kids had baths tonight, and then me and my daughter went and sat on the trampoline. She jumped for a little bit, and we had some watermelon, and then she went to bed. So now they're both in bed, and my husband's back at work, and everything's good. Just having a quiet night. And also another exciting point, Wednesday, the 16th, I have my big ultrasound, so only 3 more days. Sienna, actually, that was one of the first things she mentioned this morning after she said Happy Mother's Day, She said, only 3 more days until we find out if this baby is a girl. She's really rooting for it to be a girl, so we'll see how that works. And if it's not a girl, if it's a boy, then we'll all still be happy. She might just be a little disappointed for a little bit, but that's fine. I'll be just overjoyed either way. It'll just be so exciting to find out what it is. I know through the emergency ultrasounds that baby looks really good. Everything's where it's supposed to be, so that part should be a breeze. Just gonna find out the gender. So excited, because the portable ultrasound machines, the resolution is too low to see any genitals, so I couldn't get any definitive answer from that, and the doctors didn't want to give me any clues or anything, so just so I wouldn't be disappointed if it wasn't. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that ultrasound. So other than that, I think that's about all. I'll just show you my belly quick. Stand on my tiptoes. I always have to stand on my tippy toes. So this is my belly at 20 weeks. Pretty big. A lot up here. Things pushing up here a lot. But, so, that's it. Alright. Have to fix this color here. So that's about it for my 20-week appointment. I'll do a quick update again after my ultrasound on Wednesday and let everyone know what the gender is. So, excited. I'll talk to you guys then. Thanks for watching.